Yes, okay, let's start. Sorry for some technical issues was there. Today I'm going to start from bio, uh, history on Earth. Okay, let's start from module the living. So today's is introduction as usual. Learning objectives, learn or will learn after class, then physical conditions of primitive origin of life, diversification of life, diversity of life resulted from evolution, neo-Darwinism, uh, diversity of life resulted from evolution. That in that we will study the Darwinism theory. Okay. After that, neo-Darwinism, levels of organic evolution, measure events in the history of life, stages of human evolution, and last is our success. Okay, let's start. So, after completion of this lesson, you will be able to describe the physical conditions of
Hello.
primitive Earth, discuss the theory of origin of life, become aware of the Darwin's major contribution. In that, you will study the Darwin theory, his suggestions. Okay. Modified Darwinism's thought to incorporate in Neo-Darwinism, identify the level of organic evolution, list the evolutionary events in the history of life, trace stages of human evolution through. Next, okay, let's start introduction. Okay, first of all, I'm going to tell you how the solar system. Okay, how the solar system uh, described by the scientists and how the Earth is formed. Earth, अपना जो planet है, it's a very big planet Earth. How it is formed. So, अगर हम देखा जाएगा तो बहुत हमने पढ़ा है लाइक नेचुरल थिंग्स से साइंस से chemistry physics
Ma'am, your voice is not.
all have studied in our geography also how the earth is formed. I'm going to tell you a little bit description about that. The origin how the universe originated. Okay, origin of life begins with the origin of universe. So we are going to first discuss the origin of universe. What is that universe? Universe is an old, vast, and empty space comprising of glaciers originated about 20 billion years ago. There was nothing but blackness filled with gas and dust, and all these things are proposed by a theory that is called our Big Bang theory. Okay, according to this Big Bang theory, origin of planet Earth and the existence of different life forms are it. अब ये theory क्या बोल रहे हैं? The universe is means according to this theory, universe is a result of a massive explosion which occurred 20 billion years ago. Whether it is a hypothesis or a fact, a universe was formed. The atmospheric condition after the explosion became more stable. The temperature reduced, gases like hydrogen, helium formed, which lead to the formation of glaciers of today. Okay, so according to all these things, our Big Bang theory was accepted. Okay, and after that, okay, after almost all these things happened, 10 million years, after 10 billion years, the Earth was formed, which is covered by water vapor, methane, carbon dioxide, and ammonia. There was no atmosphere, but only gases and moisture. The powerful rays of the sun stimulated and hastened the evolution by making bonds between gas molecules. Earth came out with a new phase. Okay, so after this, the Earth came out with a new
Ma'am, your
phase.
voice is too much lagging.
After millions of years, that is, once the Earth atmosphere was stable, the first life on Earth came into existence. There began our story of original of life on Earth. So, origin of life was established by some theories. So here, in your syllabus, that apparent and Halden theory was there. There were lots of hypotheses. Okay, to prove this origin of life, there were lots of hypotheses were there. But certain experts suggested that life came from outer space as spores, while another group explained that life came from a non-cellular component such as decaying like mud. The latter theory was known as the theory of spontaneous generation, which was discovered later. But in the year of 1953, Oparin and Haljan suggested that life originated from non-living organic molecules like proteins and RNA. This was followed by the theory of chemical evolution, which suggested that atmospheric conditions of Earth lead to the formation of organic molecules from inorganic molecules. Few scientists conducted experiments regarding this, but once the first life came into existence, they started to evolve in different ways and forms. So, this has laid a stepping stone to the theory of evolution. Which theory? And Halden theory. Oparin and Halden suggested that in the reducing atmosphere of the primitive Earth, they could have formed from inorganic substance, as I told you, from inorganic substance, organic substance arrived, which were burst down with torrential rains as Earth cooled and primordial soup in which life originated, and done in their laboratory methane gases, ammonia gases, water, hydrogen, and some sparkling were there also. Okay. And then in, they got some organic substances. So that was the story of our how the organic substances arrived. Next, as a planet is huge, okay, so how the diversification happened, how the diversification of life happened, based on what they studied, some life was there, that kind of life was existed based on trace fossil evidence. And what are fossil? The remains of organisms. Okay, remains of organisms lived in past. Fossils can be of flora and fauna, both means from both the plants or the animals. Okay. So based on trace fossil evidence, the Cambrian explosion emerges as one of the most dramatic events in the history of the biosphere. Acknowledging data are highly valuable as an independent line of evidence with respect to the body, fossil record, and molecular clocks to explore the nature of this event and the associated evolutionary innovations. In contrast, the body fossils that trace fossil record across the Adic Cambrian boundary is far more continuous, and this providing information on a critical time of ecosystem diversification and construction. The early spread a remarkable increase in both global and alpha diversity and disparity of biodiversity of structures. So, in this duration, like first our unicellular means our prokaryotic microorganisms started on the earth. Then eukaryotes. Eukaryotes means what? Nucleus and nuclear membrane is probably appeared a billion years ago, but life was mostly in the form of unicellular organisms. And as I told you, that was accepted because there was a great, almost explosive diversification of life into the multicellular organisms with a variety of body plans and lifestyles. All of those invertebrates and all this period Cambrian erosion, because here they have discovered about many lives, and this is our geological time scale. What is geological time scale? All of you must have heard little bit from your geography also. So, geological time scale is a system of chronological dating that classifies geological strata in time. It is used by geologists, paleontologists, and other earth scientists to describe the timing and relations of events in geologic theory. The, these are the main four eras, means stages of our geological time scale, that they are Precambrian, Paleozoic, Mesozoic, and our Cenozoic era. This geological time scale is the history of Earth. Okay, आपको यहाँ क्या मिलता है? Like it is the history of Earth broken down into our four spans of time marked by various events, such as the emergence of certain species, their evolution, and their extinction. कैसे changes हुआ, कब तक उनका they were not fit for the survival Earth में, कब वो erase हो गए Earth से, and all these things, what they have distinguished era from one another. Fine. So you can see my slide that from these eras, some of our, like when humans appear, when our first dinosaurs and mammals were there, then the dinosaurs dominance, first birds were came, then flowering plants, major radiation of birds and mammals came. So all these things are divided into four eras, and in that period, that geological time scale period, scientists can study much more about the organisms, like both our plant and see, like our pre-Cambrian. What happened in that period? First, origin of Earth. कब origin हुआ था? Then life. Then how the first geoless species, phyla. Okay, all these events are happened in these four eras. So next, our one scientist came. Okay, who is मतलब like great legend to our biology, because in this evolution life on earth, he has he had a great contribution. Who is he? Is Charles Darwin, an English naturalist of 19th century, made an extensive study of nature for over 20 years. And
Ma'am, you are not audible. Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am, you are not audible. Your voice is breaking.
hello,
Yes, ma'am, you are not audible. Your voice is breaking.
my voice is speaking.
Yes, your voice is breaking, ma'am.
Like wait for, give me 2 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Mute yourself. Hello, hear my voice now?
No, ma'am, it's still breaking.
Not fine.
No, still the same.
Just a hello, hello. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear now?
Yeah, much better.
Okay, fine. Thank you. So now you can
Okay,
mute
fine.
yourself.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
now you can.
Okay, so let's start. Okay. So I was saying about Darwinism theory. Okay. So who is Darwin? Uh, in 19th century, Charles Darwin. Okay, who is he? He was an English naturalist of 19th century who sorry, who made an extensive study of nature for over 20 years. He collected observation on animals distribution and relationship between the living and extinct animals. After these experiments, what he found? He finally found that the presence of living animals share similarities to some who are extincted. Okay, means who have already erased from the earth, not only between them but also with other species that existed millions of years ago, among which some have become extinct. So Charles Darwinism, known as father of evolution, due to his contribution to the establishment of theory of evolution, his theory helped in removing all the conventional old beliefs like many scientists came and who have said many things, how the organisms came to our earth, how they have like what reproduced themselves. Okay, but Darwinism theory is the only one theory who proves our evolution. His theory helped in removing all the conventional old beliefs, which said that the formation of various species was a supernatural phenomenon or act of Almighty. So, Darwinism theory of natural selection. Okay, what we will study in our Darwinism theory, like we will study something about our natural selection and rational explanation of the formation of new species, how the new species also formed. As per natural selection, various species originated from a single species as a result of adaptation to the changing environment. So, what this theory says? Okay, what this theory says, I am writing here in this slide, you can write it down all these points. I'm writing here some points only, but I'm going to explain you all these points in details. So, species, listen to me, all of you, okay? Species keep on evolving. They keep on evolving means they keep on changing. They keep on changing with time, as we are also keep on changing. See how before some 10 to 20 years back how we are studying in the classroom, but now you are somewhere, I am somewhere, and we are talking about one chapter, we can study anything. So how the time are changing, as the environment changes, the requirements of an organism also change, and they adapted to the new environment. This phenomenon of changing over a period of time as per the natural requirements is called your adaptation. What is adaptation? All of you understood that to adopt any new change is called your adoption. As per Darwinism theory, only the superior changes are naturally selected and the inferior ones are eliminated. Those who has accepted the changes They have only survived, and all of them who are not accepted the changes, they were eliminated from the earth. Thus, not all adoptions contribute to progressive evolution, means progressive change. For example, people living in tropical countries, okay, have more melanin. They have more melanin in their body to protect them from the sunlight. Almost all organisms share common ancestry with some organisms. According to Darwin, all organisms had one common ancestor at some point in time and kept on diverging ever since. His evolutionary theories support the convergent theory and divergent theory of evolution. Okay. अब यहाँ पे like I gave some examples of egg of frog. Okay. So he also studied that uh, birds of Galapagos. Okay, Galapagos Island was there. He developed different beaks as per the availability of the food. This proved the adaptive radiations means he searched these things about a group of birds. Okay, he saw that in that island different beaks are there of birds. This proved the adaptive radiation. Similarly, he also observed the Australian marsupials, which showed a number of marsupials emerging from an ancestors. So finally, what he finalized about evolution is that evolution is a very slow and gradual process. It's not about your like one generation or two generation. It takes many years or many billion years. He concluded that evolution took place over a very long period of time. As we already talked about the time period in evolution, we usually refer to billions of years. Evolution means billions of years. The generation of a species may what to say, like the generation of a species when they are uh, adapted to the new environment, it takes a long period of time to change themselves. It is a very steady process as the changes and adaptations is very slow, take a long time to stabilize, and again they have to reproduce also, means they have to give rise to new species. So this is the the selection of nature is proved by Darwinism, and who said it like natural selection. Okay, so what is natural selection? Natural selection maybe takes place in a very different ways, like variation, inheritance are involved in these things, but I have written some few lines. Different individuals of a particular species have different traits, means it is the passing on of the variations over generations, okay, which ultimately leads to the speciation, reproduction of the same kinds. Okay, so this is the natural selection. And who selected? Those with the more suitable traits are selected by the nature. Each organism needs a particular trait for finding food and finding a mate. Those with better traits are finally able to pass on their trait to the next generation. Survival of the fittest means among all these who survived, because many organisms eliminated also. So who survived? Who is the fit for the environment, the changing, those who adapted the changes. Those organisms which are the fittest are able to survive while others perish, means eliminated. This is how many species become extinct, like dinosaurs, and some species continue to evolve over a period of time. But what happened after this Darwinism theory? Okay, a modern version of Charles Darwinism theory came. and that is called our neo-Darwinism. Why this theory came? Because when Darwinism was searching this all these theories, all his suggestions, he didn't know about the Mendel's theory of genetics, because gene is the main thing of our characteristics changes. Okay, and he didn't know that thing till then. So this modern version of the Charles Darwin theory of evolution by natural selection incorporates the laws of Mendelian genetics and emphasizes the role of natural selection as the main force of evolutionary changes. So, this is called your neo-Darwinism. What is neo-Darwinism? Just the modern version of Charles Darwin's theory. So, this theory, what this neo-Darwinism theory says, it says the who adapted the changes, who survived not only due to their willness. One factor is involved, that is called our gene pool, means gene of a species. Okay, so this is called our natural selection is depend on the gene pool of a species. Like here I gave you one example, like evolution of insecticide resistant mosquito. When you spray a poisonous chemical on a population of mosquitoes, surely many of them will die. Okay, but in many population there is a variation of resistance and few genetically resistant. So when they reproduce their offspring, what happened? Again the daughter I mean the cells, the new generation of the mosquito are already adapted with that, means already resistant with that poisonous chemical spray. So the entire population becomes, means the entire new population become resistance in a few generation, and thus a genetically distinct variant of mosquito has evolved. So why this happened? Because all these are connected to our gene pool. And how this evolution are going, this is called our organic evolution. Why organic evolution? Because it is all related to our gene pool of a particular species. Okay, so organic evolution changes in the genetic makeup of species in a population as a result of responding to the environmental changes is organic evolution. When the changes of population is resulted to the environment changes also, then it is called your organic evolution. So entities are being produced can sustain life only if there is proper coordination and adaptation with the changing environment. Already we have studied about that. To maintain this harmony, okay, only not to survive one or two generation, for one or two generation, you have to survive for a long time, like for a generation. So to maintain this harmony in the ecosystem, changes must be endured. Ecosystem को भी change होना पड़ेगा. Structural changes of living entities can be permanently integrated through changes in the genetic composition. Genetic changes means our gene pool changes. So evolution is a gradual and continuous process. Evolution corresponds to the change in form and behavior of organisms between generations. It refers to change within a lineage of population between changes. So while this changes is going on, we already heard about the changes of human being. Okay. Many years ago, like 4 to 5 billion years ago, geologists have given the names of different periods of this history. Some periods are only for the unicellular prokaryotes to exclusive life forms on the earth of nearly about 3 billion years ago. Dinosaurs ruled the earth for nearly 150 million years ago and became extinct, means eliminated, 65 million years ago. And as we have already studied about the evolution, human being also a evoluted generation. How? The evolution of man began about 15 million years ago when the first known man walked on this earth. जब वर्क करना स्टार्ट किया था, like already before 15 million years ago, already human came to earth. Humans today, like we, developed through many stages of evolution from primates that are now extinct. So we will discuss some stages of that human changes. This evolutionary process from the primates who worked on all four limbs to the humans today who talk into hind limbs. Okay, our legs are hind limbs has been a for long time. Stages of evolution of humans, like already I've shown it to you, like all of you see my slides. See, I have written apes. So apes are the our very nearer generation. The genus of the human being today is called Homo, as we all are what? All of you know that human being's biological name is Homo sapiens. The genus of the human being today is called Homo, and the man today is called our Homo sapiens. From simple life forms that were unicellular to the development of multicellular organisms give rise to the vertebrates. Okay, all of you know that we all are vertebrate. The vertebrates began when they began evolving that lead to the development of mammals. Among the mammals, humans are the most closely related primates such as organotid. Let's discuss about our some stages, and these all stages are evidence of our evolution. Okay, so Dryopithecus, see, after ape, okay, from apes, Dryopithecus, our common ancestor, as I have seen this picture, I have shown to you. So he was the earliest known ancestor of man. At the same time, at his existence, Ramapithecus, okay, after that, see, thoda ud gaye. Ramapithecus existed, who was more human-like than Dryopithecus. Dryopithecus inhabited the European region and some parts of Asia and Africa. Stages of evolution of human began from him. After Dryopithecus and Ramapithecus came to the genus Australopithecus, which preceded the genus Homo. Okay, so Ramapithecus के बाद what came? Australopithecus. Australopithecus में भी बहुत सारे variant थे, but as we have got many evidences from the Africanus. Okay, Australopithecus africanus. So what are they called? Lucy. See, Lucy, the famous fossil, belong to this species. They are said to be have inhabited from African mainland, and they were shorter than Australopithecus remidus. Remidus was also there, but they are shorter than that. Had a small skull with flat noses and no chin. They were able to walk on two chases, but the legs were slightly bowed, which made their walk slightly like ape-like structure. Okay, the bowed legs, fingers, and toes enabled them to climb on trees and live there. They had large teeth and jaws. So यहाँ पे क्या था? They have large teeth and jaws, and almost they lived like monkeys. Okay. After that, who came? Homo habilis. Homo habilis, almost they had a face similar to his ancestors, means Australopithecus africans. They had also a long jaw. The scale and the brain size almost able to indicate the may have been able to talk. Okay. The earliest tools made were from this era, but Homo habilis is known as the handyman. Why? Because he was the first to make and use tools. He was around 5 feet tall and erect. And after Homo habilis, who came? Homo erectus. So from Homo erectus only, Homo sapiens sapiens, like we came and then our ancestors Homo sapiens Netherlands also came. So Homo erectus, they had also smaller but longer face. Okay, they had a smaller but a longer face, less prominent or almost absent chin, larger brain size and prominent speech. They knew how to make and use tools. He made a fire and knew how to control it. Homo erectus was carnivorous, yes, both veg and non-veg. Okay, he knew that sorry means only non-veg. Okay, he knew the existence of group, and they began spreading from Africa, Asia, and till Europe. The Java man and Peking man and had brain capacity similar to modern men at 1300 cc. They were cave dwellers, and Homo sapiens who separated already two ways. Okay, Homo sapiens were two ways. एक हो गया हमारा Homo sapiens neanderthalus, and then हमारा हो गया Homo sapiens sapiens. Uh, Homo sapiens neanderthals are very powerful and a large jaw, large head था उनका. They were carnivorous, and the tools from the era indicate they were hunters. They were also cave dwellers, but their caves were more comfortable and they lived in groups. Okay, till then, from the Homo sapiens Netherlands, they knew how to live in groups, means in society, okay, and hunted for food gatherings. But Homo sapiens sapiens means our modern day men, as we compared to Homo sapiens Netherlands, what is the difference? Mainly difference is that smaller size and brain size reduced. Okay, there was also a reduction in the size of jaw because we are not tearing the animals. Okay, that's why the size of the jaw already reduced. Rounding the skull and chin. Cro-Magnon was the earliest of the Homo sapiens. Okay, who was the earliest? Cro-Magnon. They spread wider from Europe, Australia, and the Americans. They were omnivorous, like both. Okay, had skillful hands, developed the power of thinking, producing art more sophisticated and sentiments. Evolution is not a thing of past and is continuing even now. Humans are undergoing natural selection for many different traits based on their life and environment in the present. Is this believed that jaw size is reducing further and the wisdom teeth are soon going to become extinct? Almost I think many of you also getting maybe wisdom teeth. Okay, but almost it is in the extinct phase, means it's going to be eliminated. So I hope all of you understood this chapter, and let's start our question answer session. Okay, from the geological time scale, find out the time in million years ago. Yes, I know all of you that you have shown the chart. Okay, so dinosaur become extinct. When dinosaur become extinct? Almost around 65 MYA. MYA means million years ago. And human evolution began. When human evolution began started? Anyone? Yes? No one? Okay, fine. Almost 2 million years ago. Then flowering plants. Yes, almost 57 to 34 million years ago. Okay. So let's do some question answer session. When did the Earth come to existence? Into existence. Introduction में ही था ये तो आंसर. चलो. 4.5 to 5 billion years ago. Okay. And what are fossils? Up. You must have studied in your chemistry also. Carbon, coal, how they are produced from the fossils. The remaining of living organisms. Okay. What is the function of natural selection? Why natural selection? Function of the natural selection is the fittest individual in a population survive and reproduce to leave the fit in the next generation. Okay, that is the main function of our natural selection. What is meant by neo-Darwinism? Just Darwinism theory modified in the progress in genetics, because already after Mendel's law, a new the modification theory of Darwinism came, that is known as our neo-Darwinism. With which group of animals do humans share their immediate ancestors? अभी तो दिखाया था. This one, apes. Okay, this is your answer, apes. Name the earliest ancestor of modern day humans. Australopithecus africanus. This is answer. So anyone who have any questions, you can write it down in my chat box. Okay. Don't you have any questions? Fine. All of you, stay well. Take care. See you in my next class. Okay. Take care and study well.
Bye, ma'am.